very simple. Unmask. Join them, and I'll sing your praises on his loved ones in danger. Come on. You...
Better move. Okay, I'll get you off the island. Right back into Riker. Batman, tell me what you got! What's this? You asked for it! Like fish in a barrel. I wish these convicts would use their freedom for something non-destructive. Like knitting, or canasta. Love canastas. One of Howard's pigeons. Don't fly away, please! I wonder if pigeons eat spiders. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why doesn't it ever feel like it?
All units, officers are pinned down by snipers. Available officers, move in on Manhattanville.
One of these days I'll work out a fabric that warps sound and light waves. A stealth suit would really come in handy. I need to take out those snipers! An ambush? For me? Aw, you shouldn't have! Rejected costume designs. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go. Hey, Uncle Ben. Miss you. Doing my best to make you proud. One of Howard's pigeons. Oh no, there it goes! Okay.
After much listener demand, today I am finally going to answer the question I have posed for many years. Spider-Man, threat or menace? Yes, that's right. It's time. I'm taking a position. And that position is... he's both. Sometimes he's a threatening menace, and sometimes he's a menacing threat. But come on, how can you menace someone without also being a threat? And vice versa. And for those grammar Nazis among you who say I'm being redundant, it's called art. I'm a wordsmith. It's a rhetorical device. And if you don't like it, I'll tell you where you can shove that device. Okay, my intern is telling me it's time for my pills. We will be right back.
Wish I knew who made this comic about me. Kid's got a future. Wish I knew who made this comic about me. Kid's got a future. Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies! The sad thing is, the state the city's in, I could use these guys on my side. Captain, these Sable guys look like they forced all the residents out of a building so they could occupy it themselves. And locked up the ones who objected.
Okay, that I can get something done about. But I need victims to come forward.
I'll get the people out and have them file reports with the police. You're done. You're just not very observant. Oh, sorry. Did I start on you?
Alert, SM1 spotted.
Spider-Man in my sights. All units attack.
Hey, reinforcements! Now it's a party! realize there are actual criminals out there, right?
Spider-Man, I confirmed your suspicions. People displaced from the residences are staying in shelters or on the street.
I know what it's like not to have anywhere to stay. It's a good thing these Sable agents have body armor, because I just might lose my temper.
Get the cover!
Hey, Sable agent! Help! I'm being attacked by Sable agents! Oh, wait a minute! Let's kick it up a notch. Like fish in a barrel. More backup? You know, for private security, you guys aren't very private.
I'm on it! We need backup! Watch my six!
Seriously? How else did you think that would end?
That was terrifying. Thank you, Spider-Man.
Captain, the people that were locked up are headed back to their homes.
Good. And I finally convinced the mayor's office that making constituents homeless was not good for his poll numbers, so they won't be pulling that stunt again.
Pete, my mom was a big believer in the city's steam heating. It's better for the environment than fossil fuels, but high pressure can lead to deadly explosions. This station was designed to monitor the pressure in specific buildings. Help me show Oscorp it's worth the cost. Please.
Harry's really invested in preserving his mother's legacy. And who can blame him? There's been a sharp rise in the pressure in some nearby buildings. The problem seems to be caused by faulty regulators. I've got to break them off before the pressure gets too high, and the building explodes. The city will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this the polite way. Luckily, the regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out. What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spider-Man vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them. Just takes one to cause a blast. Too many people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily. Okay, better head to the roof and make sure the pressure's vented properly. Nary a peep from my spider sense. Everyone's safe. I better get out of here before someone asks me to pay for all this. This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head.
Folks, I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks, where children play, apparently stalking pigeons. Yes, wild pigeons. You may wonder if he's gone insane. A perfectly valid question. But have you heard of the Goliath bird-eating spider? I'll spare you the gory details, but it's a spider big enough to devour birds. Now, Spider-Man sticks to walls like a spider. He jumps like a spider. What else does he do like a spider?
Running a sweep. Full report status.
Let's play the quiet game.
Spider-Man, take him out! Destination.
Glad Sable's after me now, too. As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
That was Spider-Man. Thank you so much.
Time to shut Tombstone down. The angry drug lord drank alone. There's a poem in there somewhere.
You know better than me. Never was the literary type.
How'd you even manage to connect with Martin Lee?
That's my game. I don't go knocking. People find me. You know?
Could punch Tombstone for days and he wouldn't feel it. Wonder if the counter drug would work on him.
Boys, get in here! You remember last time we did this dance? Your leg healed up okay.
Hurts when it rains, but otherwise dandy. Sweet of you to ask. Can't use the counter drug till I take out Tombstone's gang.
You like my new product? Calling it brain stuff.
You have your marketing department cook that name up?
I am the marketing department.
I need to clear out his men before I try the counter drug. Ah, so flattered. But the exploitation of suffering thing gives me pause.
Got a bullet with your name on it, Spider-Man!
The drug in those inhalers only lasts a little while. Gotta strike when it wears off.
Somebody shoot him down!
Hey, you wouldn't want to take a break, would you?
Oh, Lonnie, tired? Someone's been skipping cardio. He's wearing down. I'm close. Counter drug worked. Time to take him down.
Hell was that you dosed me with? I feel kind of funky.
Oh, you know, articulated deblocking agent, the usual.
Man, my tongue feels funny. My tongue's supposed to feel funny.
Oh, yeah, totally. 100% normal. Someday, Lonnie, I want to find you doing good. Running a soup kitchen or something.
Soon as you pay, I'll move. End of the day, this is what I love. Great fight. Great challenge.
You and I are very different people. Can we say your crazy drug lord days are done? Please?
Sure. For now. Hell of a run, though.
Not quite how I'd describe it.
Oh! That's new.
Too much to hope you'll be taking it easier now that you're, you know, mortal?
Not a chance. Threat of death just ups the thrill. Hell of a left hook. Can't wait for the rematch.
I can.
I like you.
Well, that was dramatic. Wonder how long Tombstone's powers will be negated for. Probably not long enough. Good work for now, though, Pete. Pats on the back all around.
You ever seen fire burn like that? Chemfire. Who knows what they had in this place? Jeez, thought it was just a bike shop.
Witnesses saw Spider-Man swinging through Times Square like the glory hound he is, firing webs at electronic billboards and causing them to reboot. Granted, those billboards are an eyesore. In my day, sign painting was an art. But the more pressing question is, what was he up to? I have a theory. He is infecting these billboards with a virus so that they will subliminally hypnotize pedestrians. Hypnotize them into what? Into liking Spider-Man! And he's been doing it for years! This is the only plausible explanation for how many fans this menace seems to have!
Take it easy, fake Spider-Man. That's a keeper.
I got a picture.
Hey, is this roof taken? So much for the opening act. Main event's inside. Let's dive right in. MJ, I'm at the third location. Apparently it's casual mask day at the office.
Finally, a job where you'll fit right in. Until you start with the face kicking.
Yeah, I have a feeling HR's not gonna be too happy with me. People around here work. No talking during the infiltration. Never touches the ground. Oh no! Stockbrokers! Oh, phew! Just noticed the masks. Yay, new guys! I'm sure you'll do way better than these guys just like you who I wiped the floor with.
Peter, that business is listed as an importer of computer parts.
Huh. I didn't know they'd started making laptops out of guns.
So it's an armory?
Not for long. I'm about to get some payback for Jeff Davis and everyone else they killed at City Hall. More of them! Good! I meant to ask you, how do you deal with sneezing in your masks? Big problem for me. Hey, more guests! Come in, grab a chair! We're playing charades!
你完了！了解一切了。我们得拖延他。
MJ, everything's quiet here now.
You didn't get too carried away, did you? What they did was horrible, but you're not.
Spidey Squad. My one and only fan club. When Jameson's going off on me, it helps to remember they're out there. One of Howard's pigeons. It's getting away. Hey, slow down! Man, I wish I spoke big.
I'm getting emails from the rapidly shrinking yet still stubbornly obtuse contingent of Spider-Man fanboys and fangirls blithely insisting he did a wonderful thing, shutting down a drug lab run by a delightful fella behind bars. But do you know how Spider-Man shut this operation down? By setting it on fire. Do you know what drug labs do when you set them on fire? Criminally reckless grandstanding. Fortunately, New York's bravest, our firefighters, contained the blaze because that's their job. And if Spider-Man had any sense, he'd have turned over whatever information he had on Tombstone to the police and let New York's finest do their job. But no, he thought the best way to handle drug dealing is with arson.
Yuri, I'm looking at a Fisk site where there's a lot of people, but not much work getting done.
That you can see. They're keeping it under wraps.
I'll turn over some rocks. Take a break. You earned it.
Kick and move. I see him. Lucky shot. This'll shut you, Rod. You understand what private property means?
Latecomers! That's a lot of tardy slips I'm gonna have to write!
I'll get him for you.
Backup's here! Why don't I have backup? Alright! Nobody likes me!
Spider-Man, my sources say they're running exotic weapons out of that location. Explosives, rocket launchers.
Fisk does manage to get stuff you don't see outside the military.
That needs to stay off the streets, by any means necessary.
Reinforcements! You know there's different types of reinforcing. You could just say great job a lot. Okay, now I'm just showing off. More of them! It's kind of touching how badly you guys want to join your boss in jail.
Come on! We'll have our ass if we don't take it down! Friggin' ballerina!
Got Big Willie's guys and his weapons all wrapped up like Christmas morning.
Well, you've got a red suit, so you're close enough to Santa Claus for me. Thanks.
Hey, Pete, do you remember that steam pipe explosion when we were kids? Well, that's what Mom built this station to prevent. It monitors the pressure in the pipes and pinpoints trouble spots.
There's a dangerous pressure buildup happening now. I've got to do something about it fast. Oscorp's satellites take seismic images of what's under the streets. If I hit the ground hard enough in the right spots, they can show me the high pressure points. Pressure like this usually means clogged release valves. Once I find them, I should be able to jar the clogs loose with another ground pound. Got my lenses tuned to the research station. High pressure will show up red, normal is blue. Okay, time to move. I've got to drop onto the street hard to generate enough force. Found a trouble spot. Did it! But that's not the only danger zone. I need to locate the other pressure points. Better hit the ground somewhere else to get a reading. I don't have much time. If Oscorp was actually using Harry's station, they'd have found the problem before it got this bad. Of course, if there is an explosion, they'll blame it on Harry. Fixed it. But we're not out of the woods yet. Gotta hurry. There's the spot. Always helps to take the pressure off. Wish it was that easy for life in general. Harry's station prevented a major explosion. I can't justify closing it down now. Not a bad day's work.
The good work, man.
That Fisk construction site? I saw men with guns going in.
Appreciate the heads up.
Look natural.
Hey!
Please. Oh, get the hell out of here.
Imagine this. A stray shopping cart dents your car. You take it to the auto body shop, only that shop is a front for a drug lord called Tombstone, and he and Spider-Man have decided to have a power struggle at that precise moment. Sir, tell us the rest.
I start to go in and I see Spider-Man fighting this massive guy with fangs like a shark.
That would be one Lonnie Lincoln, a.k.a. Tombstone. Did it seem they were fighting over drug profits or merchandise? I understand there's talk of a new drug that turns its users into zombies.
I don't know what it was about. I got my ass out of there.
Sir, I understand you've been through a lot, but please refrain from using that kind of language. This is a family show.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad I split, because pretty soon, the cops and firefighters are there.
Ah, the real heroes. What a relief. I think we can all use a happy ending.
I thought this was a family show.
Jared, get rid of him!